Hello, my lovely friends, it's Margaret, and this is a reading vlog. Look at that, I've got magic hands. And they glow. We are at the end of the Book Junkie Trials last 3 days. I'm not entirely sure how much vlog footage we're gonna get for these 3 days, but we are sure gonna try to have some content on this vlog. Let's see, what do I still need to finish? Hold on. Here's the deal. We made a couple of substitutions, like I cut The Summer Children for this month and I put Death Note in because it also fit that prompt. I used Death Note Volume 1 for that, and for Death Note Volume 2, I cut Batman Nightfall, and I'm going to be using Death Note Volume 2 as something that intimidated me because it is a series that I know has a lot of history behind it, and so I hadn't started it yet because I know there's a lot of it, and like, manga can be intimidating when there's like a gajillion volumes out. So, I have 2 prompts that I need to finish. I need to get the Bookie Grail, which is Stardust. I've already started it. I started it last week for the reading rush, didn't quite get through it. We made some substitutions, it's fine. And then I also, in the next 3 days, need to read, we need to read Black Panther, Nation Under Our Feet by Ta-Nehisi Coates. It's about time I read this. I've been meaning to. This is like the second time it's appeared on a readathon TBR, and so this time we are reading it, okay? And since I'm kind of in between audiobooks and I can't start any of my audiobooks, like technically I could start Scarlet right now, but it is on my Newts TBR, so I can't really start Scarlet. But I do have the audiobook for Days of Blood and Starlight. Here, we're just gonna hang out over here. I do have the audiobook for Days of Blood and Starlight, and I think I'm going to pick that up at some point because I need to know what happens next and get through this series. Not sure what's going to happen when I get to the last book because I tend to like to stick with the same format if possible, when possible. And Script does not have Dreams of Gods and Monsters as an audiobook, but that's fine. It's okay. I figure I'll just get that out of the way now because it's on my August TBR, but it is not specifically tied to the Newts, so if I start it before August, it's not going to hurt me. Right now I'm editing the vlog that is supposed to go up today. We need to get better at like editing content ahead of time. Today is an editing day. I'm trying to get that up, and I'm trying to get through as much of my August TBR as possible. I'd like to only have a little bit of editing to do on Wednesday morning or Tuesday tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do that, but I'd like to have Tuesday be more of, I'm trying to get back in the habit of being like switching off my booktube days and writing days, just because it looks like I'm not finishing my novel this month. It's fine, it's okay, it's okay. I'm not crying on the inside over this. So I'm gonna go fix myself some dinner, and then we're gonna do some stuff. I've got a couple of other things I need to do tonight as well, because I need to start getting my bullet journal set up for August, which means I actually need to move into a completely new bullet journal. And of course, I leave it to the very end of the month to do that. It's Tuesday. I don't know that for some reason my brain has just like started this thing where it cannot keep track of what day of the week it is. Like it feels like Thursdays are Fridays and Mondays are Wednesdays. I don't understand what's going on. Anyways, so reading update. We have gotten quite a bit further in Stardust. I didn't get quite as much read last night as I would have liked. It's fine. So I think I don't know, I'm torn between just jumping straight into getting work done and working on the video. We'll get there though. It's funny, I am enjoying this, really enjoying this, and I like, Neil Gaiman has just such a way of writing, and I'm loving it. I think I've highlighted so far. I mean, I haven't done too much annotating of this, but I did highlight this great passage from Tristan where he says, every lover is in his heart a madman and in his head a minstrel. And I just was like, yes, that is exactly how that feels. I'm gonna be interested to see how I feel about the ending of this book this time around, because it is not particularly a sad ending. But for like 20-something-year-old me who's in love with love, I mean, I'm still in love with love, but I'm a little bit more pragmatic and maybe cynical now. I've surprised people with how cynical I can be about romance. Yet I still continue to read YA. Anyways, so I'm gonna see how the ending goes over, because I have a feeling that I could actually end up liking this book a lot more this time around. We'll see. We'll see. At some point, I think I am going to like just take a little bit of time out and read, because I only have 2 more books that I need to finish for the Book Junkie Trials. Huzzah. I also have started, I still need to get this sticker off. I've started Days of Blood and Starlight. Maybe I'm going to put that, I think that's going to be exactly what I do. It's bugging me that there's a sticker here, and I keep forgetting that it's there, and it has been on there for like almost 10 years, so it's not coming off easily, and it's gross. We have just now finally figured out where Karou is. I am like 51 pages in. And I'm just sitting there going, well, I know she's not dead, so what's going on here? Why haven't we seen her? I love these covers. I know people don't like books with people on covers, but like, yeah, sometimes it's awkward, but sometimes it works really well, and I feel like in this case, it works really well. I love the design of these covers, and they are my favorites, and I will die on that hill. Anyways, so not enough to really know what's going on just yet. I'm really sad that a lot of the people that we know from the last one, sadness, you know what I mean. Anyways, so I cannot wait. This is gonna be full of some great angst, I feel, and that is just gonna be the best thing ever. I love Susanna's reaction to Karou just up and disappearing. It was the cutest thing. It really was. And I'm also loving the email addresses that they have. Like, they're so obviously fake email addresses, but they're also perfect. So I would like to have an email address on shakestinyfist.net. Today is Tuesday, which means technically it's supposed to be a writing day. I don't think it's going to be a writing day, though. I've made my peace with the fact that I am not finishing this novel in July, but we are going to finish it in August because I want cake, and I don't get to make the cake I want to make until I have finished this draft. I'm finishing this book. I'm finishing this book because until I finish this book, I cannot make this book what I want it to be. I'm so frustrated. Can you tell I'm frustrated with this story because I know what I want it to be, but I have to get it on paper first. So today I think we are going to work on video stuff, and then I think I'm just gonna not work on video stuff Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're gonna work on this book this week, and we are going to get it closer to where it needs to be because I want to be finished this dang book. And if I finish the book, I get to make myself a cake. I was hoping I would be able to make myself a cake when there was no one in the house for me to share it with, but or that I have to share it with, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we're just gonna like, we're gonna stick to that. We're working on the book Wednesday, Thursday, Friday instead of Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We'll still probably work on it Saturday, but like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are gonna be writing days. And I'm not gonna worry about video stuff on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I also just realized that it is Tuesday. And I'm going through this debate with myself because there's not gonna be anyone who is going to fight with me for the TV. I mean, technically it's not really a fight because it's not my TV. There's not going to be any competition for the TV. If I can get this video done early, do I want to go through the frustration that is trying to watch The 100 on our television system? Because I think we might be the only people in the world that don't have cable. Which, like, I respect my parents' reasons for not wanting cable, but at the same time, it's so freaking frustrating. Anyways, situation has drastically improved now that I'm in comfy clothes and on the other side of the house because my room faces the frickin' west. And I live in Florida. So it's much cooler in the office, which faces the east. So, yeah. The good news is this TBR is a shorter TBR because I actually wrote down notes ahead of time instead of just being like, oh, I'm gonna wing it. I think we're gonna start writing down notes more often. I have finished editing a video and it is now exporting so that I can get it on YouTube. I need to download my thumbnail video now and get a thumbnail for this video, but my last video for July is done and ready to go. And I don't have to worry about videos for like 3 more days, technically, in theory. I mean, yeah, so there's that. I've got food downstairs waiting for me. Well, not waiting, but it's like starting to cook. I'm boiling water. You know what they say about a watch pot. And, it is before 8 o'clock, which means I'm going to try to watch the 100 live. I'm going to try and film my reaction to it, maybe. I don't know. There might be more room in this vlog for a reaction video than there is it was in last week's vlog. So, and I will I'll put a timestamp just in case you want to skip over the spoilers. I might even like put that in the description so that you don't have to like scroll over anything. You can just go down and click the correct timestamp. If I have done that. If I have not done that, I will edit this part out. Well, the good news is that the 100 is not on until 9 o'clock. The bad news is my tripod is busted. This is all it will ever be for the rest of its life, apparently. One of the things just broke, and so now I can't extend any of the legs. So I guess things just keep breaking on me today. It's not fun. Now I need to go on Amazon and order a lunch warmer and a tripod. I was not planning on this today. I really wasn't.
Besides, it's not the plan.
Come on, Bellamy, have some patience. Now the guilt kicks in. Oh, fudge!
I know it's hard. We don't have a choice.
Stand by every war criminal ever.
Oh, they're not gonna. Oh, no.
I should
Oh, Abby. Oh, Abby's gonna bite it. Yep, Abby's gonna bite it. Echo is hiding somewhere, and she's going to try and kill Clark, and he's going to be phenomenal. Oh, yeah, Abby's definitely gonna bite it. Snap. I knew it!
Sorry it has to be this way, Abby, but it took your daughter. As you said, you would never be able to get past that. I know I wouldn't.
No, leave her alone, Raven. Stop. She'll kill you, don't do this.
No, Jackson, don't! Yep. I hate being right.
Told you she'd do it.
Wait, Bellamy! Bellamy! You were the one who was having issues! Aw, the Blake siblings are back! I'm still working on that part. That's the most Bellamy thing ever. How are there only 6 of them? There were like a gajillion earlier! Yes! Yes! Bellamy and Echo in a closed container! We can have a breakup scene now, thank God! I mean, this is an awkward time for a breakup scene, but you know what? Perfect! Like, let's just get it over with. Let's just get it over with. Come on! You know what you need to do, Bellamy. You know what you need to do. Oh my God, I hate this show. I hate this show so much. I cannot deal with where they leave the episodes. Like, there is no closure and it's driving me nuts. I just want this season to be over. But then you have the added, like, how are they going to end it? Is it going to be a kind of peaceful, I don't think they've ever had, well, season 2, they kind of had a peaceful ending, but that ended with Bellamy and Clark split up, like, apart physically. Like, they were never actually together, but, like, physically they were in the same proximity, and then they weren't. Anyways, I am... I just want to get to the end of the season. I just want to get to the part, like everything else can be up in the air, but I need things between Bellamy and Clark to, like, go where they're supposed to go and where the writers have been building them to go for 6 whole seasons. Like, if it doesn't happen this season, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, the good news is that now that everyone's a Nightblood, it doesn't... I was worried about them bringing back Nightbloods and all of that, but now it makes sense, And I feel slightly less worried about the fact that there's still a mind drive in Clark's head. And so that is concerning. That is very concerning to me, that there is a mind drive in Clark's head and there are a whole bunch of Nightbloods. So where do we go from there? Yeah. We've got one, and we've got an extra dose to make someone else a Nightblood. So who are we going to make a Nightblood? Russell probably still has it. I don't know. What are we going to do with that extra dose of Nightblood blood serum, whatever it is? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get ready for bed, and then oh, my book's downstairs. I need to go get that. I'm gonna get ready for bed. Probably do a face mask, maybe. Try and relax a little bit after that episode. Why does this show do this to me? Why do I let it? So we have an update, and we have some bookish mail, and then we need to read Black Panther and some other things. I only have one. Okay, hold on. That's part of the update, though. So I only have officially one book that I need to finish. But thanks to a random reappearance of my insomnia, I finished this last night, and I feel like I still like the movie better, but I like the book better than I did. I still like the ending is still a little too, I don't know, sad for me. It is not an ending that appeals to me, and therefore is never going to be my favorite ending. But I really did like the way, Neil Gaiman writes. So I'm gonna have to check out a whole bunch of his other stuff and see if maybe I can't find something that's a little bit more to my taste, I guess. So, anyways, haven't gotten any further in Days of Blood and Starlight because I left my headphones at home in the pocket of the sweater that I left at home. So I've ordered a couple of things from Barnes & Noble. The first of which is coming in this one. They sent it in 2 separate packages. This was actually supposed to arrive yesterday, according to the shipping information. I got Scarlet! Fantastic. Now I can start this as soon as August 1st hits. Well, actually, no, I can't, because I need to finish Days of Blood and Starlight before I can start this one. We might have to switch some things up, because this one's a library audiobook and the other one isn't on Scribd. So, also, because I don't have all of the books I need to continue my Shadowhunters read-along, I went ahead and got a couple of things. Oh, there's so many coupons. Why all of this stuff? I got City of Bones, because for some reason my thrift store had 2 and 3, but not book 1. And then I went ahead and got the Bane Chronicles because I need to finish reading a whole bunch of stories in here before I can get on to City of Bones. Like, I think there's a bunch from here and a bunch from Ghosts of the Shadow Market, whichever one is Jem's short story collection. I need to read a couple from there. And then Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy focuses, like, it starts in present day, like post City of Heavenly Fire. I know all the titles for all of these books. It starts post City of Heavenly Fire. So even though it has flashbacks to other times in the Shadowhunters Chronicles, I think I'm just going to read it all in one go, because otherwise I'm reading it out of order and it's completely confusing. So, but I have these now. They can go on my Shadowhunter shelf. It'd be so pretty. I need to figure out a way to make that more appealing so that my Shadowhunters books aren't split up the way that they are, but at the same time, like, ugh. Also, we got the new tripod. I am impressed because I only ordered it like yesterday. I need to get some reading done. I'd like to get some writing done today. I need to probably check with my friends and see if we're hanging out tonight. I'm in one of those headspaces where, like, I really probably should be around people, but at the same time, I am, like, very anti. I don't want to reach out to people or do any of the stuff that is necessary to hang out with my friends. Like, I'm just in one of those headspaces. champion. I have officially read a book for every single challenge on the Book Junkie Trials. I will give you guys an official wrap-up update tomorrow, but that's it. We're done. July is over and August can begin. I'm feeling very philosophical after the ending of that volume of Black Panther. Wow. I guess it is time to wrap this up because we're done. The Book Junkie Trials are over. I am Quest Champion. It's awesome. I did it. Cool. Fantastic. So, what did we read this, 3 days? I don't have no idea how I'm doing next, the next vlog, but we'll deal with that when it comes. What have we read? We've been working on Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. I like it so far. I'm slightly frustrated with Karou right now because she is blaming herself for what happened, when if you've read the last book, you know it's not her fault, that someone else is actually the one that spilled all of their freaking secrets. And so I'm just annoyed with that, and I hope she comes to this realization at some point in this book, that it is not her fault, and that the person that is letting people think it is her fault is the one that is actually at fault. So can't wait for that confrontation. I also finished Stardust. I gave this 4 stars. I liked it better than I liked it the first time. I feel like I really like his I really like Neil Gaiman's writing. I like the story. I felt like the movie does a better job of creating the relationship between the two main characters. Like, for this in the book, it's just basically them hating each other until they decide that they like each other. And then, which is fine and cute and all of that, but I would have liked a little bit more, actual bonding that could have gone on, and less, I love a good banter. I love a little bit of bickering, but, that all that there was with this was bickering. And then the ending still makes me kind of sad because, I mean, it's the life she was living before, but at the same time, it's still sad. And then finally, I finished Black Panther, A Nation Under Our Feet. This was whichever prompt had to do, you're reading one with royalty. There's lots of royalty in here. We've got 2 queens and a king, so plenty of royalty. I really like this. It was a little confusing at first because events had happened prior to the start of this particular line. This is the first volume, but events had happened prior that affected what happened in this volume. However, I think I'm gonna give this probably a 4 star. I liked it. I had some issues at the beginning with one of the sets of bad guys is this pair of women who are very feminist. That struck me as not ideal. But they also, but with the arc that they had, I liked that, and I liked what came out of that arc. So I'm less annoyed with it than I was at the beginning. But you could definitely tell that this is drawn by 2 men in places. Just, you could, especially in a couple of the characters' designs. I was just yeah, definitely drawn by dudes. In general, comic book characters are drawn, both male and female are drawn not true to real life, which makes things sad for the actors because the actors have to really push themselves to create these ideals that we get from comic books that are not true, not real. But you know what? Okay, whatever. You can have your idealized male forms, but that's a completely different video, and we're not going to get into it today. In general, overall, I enjoyed the story. I liked what it had to say about power and about how you should approach power and how you should balance out trying to lead people with listening to your people. I really liked that storyline. T'Challa had some growing to do, but you know what? It wouldn't be a story if we did not have a character arc. So, all right. With that, my participation in the Book Junkie Trials is done. I am happy with what I read this month. I am taking it much easier next month because your girl just doesn't need to put herself through that again. And I also would like to finish writing a book. So, less reading because I'm going to be writing. All right, so that is it for now, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and all of my social medias will be down in the description box. That is it for now, my friends. I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!